Maybe you have seen me on TV. No, this is forbidden. I know it.
But I just snagged this like pound-and-a-half crappie. Oh my goodness. All day for this little... Guys, I'm killing it. It's just crazy. Alright, so we stopped at a sale barn, like a legit sale barn here in Roswell, New Mexico, to get something to eat. I haven't been in a sale barn like this since I was like a kid. I mean, this is like bringing back old memories. The real steep, you know, seats and the ring where they run the cows or goats or whatever through. But man, this is pretty cool. So anyway, there's a little restaurant in here that we're eating at, but thought I'd kind of show this off. Look kind of neat. So we finally made it to the cabin in Ruidoso. Praise God, we made it safe and sound, no issues. Had a few stops along the way, but everything went good. And we just rested, relaxed, put a little fire in the fireplace, and rested up for our next day. So that wrapped up day one. What's up, fly fishers? So I'm here in New Mexico. Not the most favorable conditions, most likely. It's 39. You know, feels like 35, which is not bad, but the problem is it's like a little rainy and damp, but we're gonna see what happens. We'll see you guys in the water. All right, guys, so we are here. I'm gonna try this little lake. It's called Lake Alto here near Ruidoso, and then Eagle Creek runs out of it, also runs into it, so I might try either way there as well. But anyway, so as you can tell, I'm pretty much crazy because there's nobody else here. But we'll see what happens. I didn't drive 10 hours to sit at the cabin, so I got my Scott rod, Ross reel, and got some spinning gear over there, just kind of a cheap Shimano rod with Shakespeare reel. But anyway, so we're gonna try this out. They say that there's rainbow trout, smallmouth bass, and catfish in here, along with some of these other guys. So let's give it a try. Alright guys, so when I approach a lake that I've never fished before, generally what I will do, especially if I'm bank fishing, I will go ahead and use my little spin rod here, and I will kind of fan cast, which basically just means I will kind of stand in one spot and imagine there's an arc in front of me, start from left to right and just cast in various spots, you know, along that arc, imaginary arc, until I get to my right. And if I get a bite, I'll go ahead and maybe try it again or pick up the fly rod at that point, or I'll just go ahead and move down the bank and kind of do the same thing. So that's basically how I cover a lot of water very quickly from the bank to try and locate the fish. In this case, that's exactly what I'm doing, and I just use this method until I find a good school of fish, or you know, get on a few, and then I know that I'm ready to go ahead and, you know, pick up the fly rod and hit that area. The reason I do that, it saves a lot of energy. You can make a lot of quick casts very fast. You know, with the spinning rod, you can just kind of chunk it out, reel it in, chunk it out, reel it in, and really cover a lot of water very quickly. especially, you know, in a lake setting. Obviously in a river or stream, that's a little bit different, but for a lake setting where you're trying to find cover, you're trying to find, you know, where the fish are hanging out, and you've never been there before, it's just a really quick, efficient, and easy way to cover a lot of water and find those fish. So that's what I generally do. If I'm on new water and I'm fishing from the bank, I'll use a spinning rod, do a bunch of fan casts, walk down, do a bunch of fan casts, and then once I do find the fish, I'll go ahead and pick up my fly rod and proceed from there. So in this case, guys, I worked this bank quite heavily and I just could not come up with anything. As you guys can see on the fly rod or the spinning reel, just couldn't get anything to pick up on this bank. My time was kind of running short for that morning, so I had to go ahead and call it quits in this area. Alright guys, so conditions deteriorated rapidly here. Let me just show you how that nice calm water has turned now into a choppy mess with a, I don't know, I guess you call it an icy mix going on here. We went from like 39 to 32 in like 15 minutes, literally. So yeah, that's enough for me. I tried for an hour or two. But I got a couple bites, but nothing on the hook. So that's done for this morning. Man, nothing like a warm vehicle for sure. Yeah, my hands are so cold. I mean, these things are freezing. I know you can't really tell, man. They are red and freezing. Woo! But man, really looking forward to trying to get something out here. I'm gonna definitely, you know, I'll definitely try this again. I think, you know, there's good possibilities here. They got, it's well stocked, all those kind of things. Not a lot of people here at this point. And so I think it's a good place for sure. But I'm mostly gonna try, I think, the creek that comes in, the creek that goes out as well from here. They say that there's rainbows and brook trout, things like that in there, so I'm going to try that too. But not right now. I'm going to go back to the cabin, get warm, eat some food, have a good time. We'll see you. All right, so this is obviously something we normally get too much in Texas. Probably all you guys are like, oh, whatever, it's just a little snow, this and that, but that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for me to see, see this and see some accumulation. So this is the cabin we're staying in right here. Actually staying with my wife and a couple friends that we brought with us, and just set up here in Ruidoso, New Mexico. So it's pretty cool. It's been a good time so far. But yeah, definitely getting to see a little snow and a little accumulation. We weren't sure if it was actually gonna snow for us, but with what the weather apps were saying and all that. But yeah, obviously now you guys can see it is snowing, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of cool. I'm from Central Texas, right? So we just don't get this kind of stuff out there. So anyway, thought I'd just kind of share my excitement a little bit for it. So just enjoyed the snow a little bit more and enjoyed just the cabin and the warmness of the fire, since I was freezing earlier. and just had a good time hanging out with my wife and our friends, and just, you know, enjoying the area and the beauty of it. So anyway, that was kind of how I spent the day. Alright guys, so we're back out here. It's Friday afternoon, so I was just out here this morning. So we're going to try this Lake Alto again, but looked up some local reports and things like that, and apparently the thing is this rig right here, my spinning rod with some with this kind of weight and leader setup, and gonna try some power bait. Got some garlic flavored power bait. Hey, I've never done it. It's a different style, so I'm gonna give it a go. I'll try to show you guys how I got everything set up before I chunk it in the water, and then I'll kind of show you how I saw it set up, and I hope it works. Anyways, let's see if we can get something out of here. So I did end up using the power bait for a while, and it was extremely successful, as you guys can see a little bit from the footage here. But I'm going to go ahead and make a whole another video of that, which will be linked in the description below, and kind of put it in its own little separate video, and go ahead and just kind of show you how I finished out the day on the fly rod since I located the trout, and had really good success, and just want to share in this video the fly fishing aspect. So anyway, we will continue on. So I struck out with the Pat's rubber legs, but I went ahead and tied on a new fly that I was excited to use, and it was this little jig that has some, I guess, soft plastic crawfish with it. Anyway, I got them at Academy for like $5, and they were sitting down in the fly section, so I was like, you know what, I'll just grab those just because. And it turns out they worked really good, were super amazing for me, and I will go into a little bit more depth on the next day of how I was using it, but for the sake of time for this video, I went ahead and just kind of showed you guys how I tie it on, and then catching a few trout on it. So I was super pumped to get this guy landed finally after all the hookups and not being able to land the other trout. But anyways, I did land a few more after this. My battery power did run low on my chesty cam, so I wasn't able to get those. But it was a really successful day.